Marijuana users say it's a bad idea.
Across the state could soon be forced to close their doors. Federal prosecutors have launched a crackdown warning stores they must shut down in 45 days. Action News reporter Shannon Handy now live in the newsroom with reaction to this and an explanation about the possible criminal charges the owners could face. Shannon?
Warren dispensaries could face criminal charges and confiscation of their property even if they are operating legally under the state's 15-year-old medical marijuana law. Now, some county officials agree with the crackdown, but medical marijuana users say it's a bad idea. Fresno County is home to more than a dozen medical marijuana dispensaries. Thousands of Valley residents visit these collectives daily, including Gary Goodman of Fresno.
I feel comfortable going there, and it helps me very much.
Goodman says he suffers from migraines and chronic pain in his neck and arm. He fears shutting down dispensaries will encourage people to get the drug from illegal dealers.
Don't just say we're going to shut it down. We're American citizens. Why shouldn't we have the right to say, okay, you got a side, we got a side, let's compromise?
In August, Fresno County's Board of Supervisors considered both sides of the issue. Ultimately, they passed an ordinance banning marijuana dispensaries and limiting grows to remote industrial areas. Dispensaries currently in operation have until March 1st to shut down. Board member Debbie Pachigian hopes getting the feds involved will make those closures permanent.
The neighborhood dispensaries have been really detrimental in some of our residential areas. So I'm pleased that the federal government's coming in and doing what they're doing.
And while what they're doing is legal, an attorney who represents marijuana collectives tells Action News the federal government's decision will be met with a great deal of criticism.
They're going to come under a lot of fire politically, fiscally, and even healthcare-wise on the moral issue about what they're taking away.
California's 4 U.S. attorneys have already sent letters to at least 16 collectives. In them, they state federal law takes precedence over state law. The U.S. attorneys are scheduled to announce their coordinated crackdown at a news conference in Sacramento tomorrow. Reporting live in the newsroom, Shannon Handy, ABC 30 Action News.
Thank you, Shannon. Well, people have been sounding off on this issue all day on the ABC 30 Facebook page. Becky writes, not a surprise. Just because the state says it's okay doesn't mean you can't get busted by the feds. And Chris posted, pretty sad. The tax money from this could actually get this state out of debt. A South Valley judge has lifted a restraining order against Tulare County in a medical marijuana suit. Richard Daleman was granted the restraining order against the county last month. He hoped it would prevent Tulare County from raiding his medical marijuana collective. County attorneys promised they would not raid the collective even though they claim it violates the county's medical marijuana ordinance. Both sides filed preliminary injunctions against the other. Daleman insists the county's ordinance does not follow state law. Tulare County claims Daleman's collective is operating in the wrong zone. Both sides will be back in court next month.